Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig. Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig. Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig. Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig. Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig. Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Oh, he is a Spider Pig.
Threat escaping. 2 kilometers. 3 kilometers.
Excuse me, but your primary threat is right here.
6 kilometers. 7 kilometers.
Am I being ignored?
Don't mind him, he's programmed to only respond to my command. 19! Forget about Son Goku. We can finish him at our leisure. For now, focus on... Who are you again?
Scanning. Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans.
Oh, of course. How could I forget? 19, take care of him.
Understood.
Oh, this is precious. You expect to beat me with this automaton of fun?
Registering insult. Retort, you are short and your hairline is receding.
Ooh, scathing.
Your confidence is noted, Vegeta. But Son Goku was able to achieve a form far beyond anything we'd ever seen before, and we still beat him. And 19 has extensive knowledge of all your techniques.
Oh, is that right? Quite the cutting-edge piece of tech you got there. But I'm curious. Can it feel fear?
Scanning. Processing. Results inconclusive.
Let's fix that, shall we?
Seriously! What the f*** is Namek?
I thought you had to have a pure heart to become a Super Saiyan, like my dad.
Oh, trust me, there's more than one way to realize the legend. I wanna be a Super Saiyan! I wanna! Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. And besides, my heart is pure. Pure, unadulterated, badass.
Yeah, more like pure, unadulterated ego.
I heard that, Triclops!
Is that okay?
As a matter of fact, go f*** yourself. Now, where was I? What a shame. Looks like you just initiated your self-destruct sequence. Time to give you a countdown. 5!
Did I just see his foot?
Well. Looks like I'm a size 19. 4! So have you rusted your pants yet? 3!
Damn it! No, don't panic. Everything will turn out dandy as long as Android 19 can grab Vegeta and steal his energy.
You know, I'm sure there was an advantage to building a fat robot, but for the life of me, I just don't see it.
Proximity breached. Trap.exe activated.
Yes, that's it, 19. Do not let go of him, no matter what. Drain him until he's a shriveled up prune of a corpse.
Parameters recognized. Grip locked.
Locked, huh? Well, guess I'm not going anywhere for a while. How's about I get a workout in? That's right. I'm gonna do squats all over your face.
Initiating. Energy. Drain.
Aw, how adorable. So you want my energy then? Tell you what, take as much as you want. In exchange, I'll take your hands, too!
Error.
So then, before I put down the clown, let's put it to bed, shall we? Do you feel fear, android?
No, please. Get away. Leave me alone.
All I needed to hear.
No.
One. Big Bang Attack!
No.
Your 30-day trial
Has expired. Would you like to?
purchase.
When? Roar.
Now that we have Chuckles the ass clown out of the picture, how about we tend to the elderly? The f*** did he go?
This is what you don't understand about me, bro. I'm really the GOAT. Like, I'm the GOAT out here, but you don't want these problems. I'm not even gonna talk to you, bro. Put your hands up. This is what I mean. You're scared. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't talk. I fight. Put your hands up. You're not even a little scared of me? Bruh, I'm gonna tell you one more time to put your hands up, or I'm gonna cave your chest to your back. Put your hands up. I'm gonna give you the one-on-one that you want so bad, bruh. Whose man's it? No, I'm no bitch. I mean, we can get it going. Hey, matter of fact, you ever heard about the gates, bruh? Yeah, I know about the 8 gates. Why? Nah, Heaven's Gates. Cause yeah, that's where I'm about to send your ass. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the side. Fuck it, bro. I'm no bitch. Let's go.
In a lot of respects, Beerus is an extremely lazy and complacent god of destruction. His lack of action while being awake during the events of Dragon Ball Super actually causes many of these events to have very negative repercussions unnecessarily. So today I revisit a topic I did pretty crappily in a live stream a long time ago. What if Beerus actually helped in Dragon Ball Super? Or, more appropriately, what if Beerus took his job seriously? Our story begins after the God of Destruction has awoken and faced the Super Saiyan God. While he seems disinterested in the universe currently outside of food and battle, we suggest they visit the Supreme Kai to establish an understanding of the state of the universe now that Beerus is awake again. Beerus lets out a massive yawn and says he'd rather just go back to sleep. Well, I guess that could be fine, but should the universe be deemed lacking in your sleep, perhaps it'll end up like universes 13 through 18? Beerus's eyes immediately widen, and he tells Whis to head to the Supreme Kai now. Whis smirks and nods, changing course without a second thought. When they arrive, Kibito Kai and Elder Kai bow. Tell me, Kai, do you think it's suitable to have fused with your replacement without first replacing them? Kibito Kai tells Beerus that they didn't know the fusion would be permanent, as that information was held out by Elder Kai. Beerus's glare shifts to Elder Kai immediately. I wonder how you've escaped that sword. In your absence, I've been linked with many different Kais, so perhaps now I could just kill you once and for all without having to worry about myself. Elder Kai releases an audible gulp as Beerus considers ending the nuisance Kai once and for all. But Kibito Kai speaks up and says that Elder Kai has been of great help in educating him as to the way the universe needs to be maintained. Beerus looks disgusted at Kibito Kai and tells Whis to fix the mess in front of him. So, with just a tap of his staff, Shin and Kibito are split once again. They thought the fusion was permanent, but Whis simply laughs. Some powers in this world simply exceed others. Not having a time limit and being permanent are far different things when it comes down to it. They both thank Whis and Beerus immediately. Elder Kai then asks if Whis can do that for him, but Beerus glares at him till he crawls away. You're lucky to be alive, Kai. Take your deplorable state as punishment for upsetting a god of destruction. The Elder Kai bows and apologizes for his arrogance. Now that Shin and Kibito are split, the Supreme Kai asks why Beerus and Whis have made their way out to the realm of the Kaioshin after such an intense battle. Beerus tells Shin to catch him up on the state of the universe currently. But before we get into that though, only 20% of the people who watch this channel are subscribed. So subscribe if you haven't already. You could always unsub in the future if you change your mind. So Shin weaves a tale regarding what's happened over the last 39 years, which culminates with the tale of Majin Buu. As the story of Buu unfolds, Beerus remembers meeting Buu on Earth and thinks of how much of a nuisance he was. Then Shin explains the part where he almost dies and Beerus's jaw drops. He asks why the Supreme Kai would ever put their lives at risk like that, and he says it was because Beerus was asleep. Beerus then looks to Whis. I actually believe that your napping habits left the universe without a destroyer, my lord. So, it seems to be your fault for your barely avoided demise. Beerus glares at Whis, but he's sweating. There's no menace behind the glare because he's just too nervous to come off as frightening. It's this moment that changes the God of Destruction's outlook forever. He'd known his power was so great that he'd had nothing to fear for himself, but the Supreme Kai was a different story. If his inaction causes the Kais to get involved, then his inaction was endangering himself. At first, he thought about changing his ways, but he decides to just tell Shin to stop getting involved when he doesn't have to. After the talk finishes, Beerus and Whis return to Beerus's planet, and once they arrive, Beerus asks Whis to check on his staff how long the Kais have been fighting in his stead for. Whis looks and is blown away. Well, my lord, it seems the Kais have been fighting for quite some time. Of course, you know about the resurrection of Majin Buu a few years back, but before then, he absorbed the Grand Supreme Kai, who you were previously linked to, as well as the South Supreme Kai, while also killing the North and West Supreme Kais at that time. Lucky for you, the Grand Supreme Kai wasn't killed then, so you were able to link yourself to Shin after the absorption happened. Beerus audibly gulps and can't believe he was so close to death twice, but Whis discovers something else as well. It seems that before Buu there was a planet eater known as Moro. This being had a great battle with our dear Grand Supreme Kai as well, and I believe at the time you said that natural destroyers like that made your job easier. Whis goes on to explain that the Grand Supreme Kai locked Moro's power away, and the Planet Eater was taken to the Galactic Prison as he couldn't be killed by anyone besides Beerus at that time. All this information annoys Beerus, and he tells Whis to stop telling him what happened. He gets the point now. Inaction would only lead to his own death sooner or later, so better to be active and alive than asleep and dead. Beerus asks if Moro is still imprisoned, and Whis nods. He asks the God of Destruction if they will be making their way to the Galactic Patrol prison now, but he says no, they won't be. Beerus tells Whis to head to Earth to get Goku and Vegeta. If he's going to be active again, he'll need sparring partners, and those two are the best he has right now. Meanwhile, Beerus will head to the Galactic Patrol and grant Moro a swift execution. So, the two part ways to complete their tasks. It's easy to convince Goku and Vegeta to train on Beerus's world, but it's a bit harder for Beerus to gain access to Moro. When he approaches their prison, they don't treat him with immediate respect, as Beerus's inaction made the patrol believe the God of Destruction to simply be a myth. Beerus is starting to become enraged, but before he can destroy the entire prison, the landing bay is open and he's allowed in. Once inside, he's met by none other than Meris, who asks how he could help the God of Destruction. Are angels naturally subservient, or are you just a special case? Meris asks Beerus to please keep his voice down, as no one is supposed to know that he's an angel. Beerus lets out a yawn and simply asks to be taken to Moreau, which of course Meris obliges to. Once at his prison, Beerus bends down to the withering old goat and isn't impressed by him in the slightest. It seems that relying on magic and stealing the power of others has turned you brittle. But don't think I'll let you off so easily. Without any magical ability and having been starved for years, Moreau has no way to stop the inevitable execution that's coming his way. Beerus tells Meris that he's going to change the universe for the better, so perhaps he'd find better value on his world than being in the Galactic Patrol. With Moreau destroyed, Meris is inclined to agree, so he goes with Beerus back to his planet. When they arrive, Whis, Goku, and Vegeta are already training. This is early, even for Vegeta, but far earlier for Goku, who came to the planet 6 months after the Saiyan Prince did in the original story. Alongside this, they have Meris to help train them, and Meris is fundamentally a different teacher than Whis. Meris is lower on the hierarchy of angels, but because of that, he's got a better understanding of how weaker beings interpret things. This, alongside the extra time, helps push Goku and Vegeta's training along a lot faster, so much so that when Frieza is inevitably revived in Resurrection F, he's a non-issue. Everything in the arc goes the same until the arrival of Goku and Vegeta. Base Goku, with 6 months training advantage, is able to pound Final Form Frieza into the dirt with ease, and when they both transform, it's no different. In the original, Golden Frieza had greater power but worse stamina. Here, he's both at a power and stamina disadvantage. This is where things differ though. As Goku has had time to train with Meris, he gains a greater understanding of the angel's sense of justice, the desire to protect the entire universe as a whole. Because of this, Goku doesn't hesitate and finishes off Frieza once and for all. Vegeta is angry that Goku didn't give him a turn, and Goku apologizes, but as he does, he sees Meris smiling proudly out of the corner of his eye. Happy to know Goku has truly learned something beyond just martial arts from him. After this, we end up in the Universe 6 tournament, which goes on fairly unchanged due to the lack of godly intervention that plays a role, and that despite Vegeta's power growth, it'd be hard to say he beats Hit since he still lacks knowledge of how time skip works when he's in the fight. This is where things get a bit more interesting though, the Goku Black arc. Remember, Beerus now has a fear for his own life as it can be taken away any moment should Shin be in the wrong place at the wrong time, so after Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks return from their first trip to the future, Beerus is only more worried. You see, in the future timeline, Beerus doesn't currently exist because Shin died in the battle against Babidi and Dabra. That, alongside the news that Goku Black had killed the gods, made Beerus nervous for his own survival in this timeline. So, not only does he take out Zamasu in the present like he did originally, but to confirm the future counterparts are gone, he goes to the future to verify as well. Before he goes to the future, Beerus talks to Whis and is given something that no one else can see. He tells them not to worry about it for now, and they all get in the time machine, leaving for the future immediately. This leads to Beerus seeing both Zamasu and Goku Black when they arrive, but in turn, when they see the God of Destruction, they immediately change their plan and merge into one with the Potara earrings that they currently have. With this, a battle ensues, but it's clear that Beerus has the advantage, much like Vegito did in the anime. Only difference is Beerus is stronger and has no time limit. As the battle rages, Merge Zamasu is forced into his degraded form, which grants him a power boost as well. This power isn't enough to close the gap with Beerus though, and only reveals something more pressing to Beerus. So, you've retained some amount of immortality after merging. It seems I was right not to destroy your body immediately. That's when Beerus reveals he has a sword, the item given to him by Whis before he left for the future timeline. This sword is very similar in appearance to the Z-Sword. One small slice would seal the person hit indefinitely, and that's exactly Beerus' plan. So, one slice and the battle is over. The timeline is saved, and Beerus returns to the present with the others. He tells future Trunks and Mai to never return to the present again, and they agree, thanking Beerus for his help. Before they go, Vegeta hands Trunks a capsule. In it is a spaceship with coordinates to New Namek. If the Zero Mortal plan truly started on Earth, then perhaps the Namekians are still alive, and they can wish back the gods and the rest of their timeline with the Namekian Dragon Balls. Trunks begins to cry and thanks his father. Vegeta scoffs and returns to the time machine. Beerus is yelling for him to hurry up so they don't get found out by Zeno. So, our heroes return to the present, where the Tournament of Power happens, basically as it did originally, -1 Zeno. The notable difference here is Ultra Instinct. With Meris having helped Goku's training from so early on, the fundamentals of Ultra Instinct are heavily implanted in Goku, allowing him to fully master the use of Ultra Instinct in the tournament once he's on the verge of death, the ultimate trigger for Goku to activate the secret technique of the gods. After this, the Broly movie happens, but with a Goku who can use Ultra Instinct at will, there'd be no need for fusion, allowing the fight to be ended with Broly being teleported away from an Ultra Instinct Kamehameha instead. Notably, Goku still carries around Meris' justice within him, and since he sees Frieza's attack as a direct betrayal of Beerus' kindness, he kills the Emperor for one final time. With Moro being handled at the beginning of our story, this is where it ends. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so very much for watching.
La la la! Hey Luigi!
Mario!
It is time for you to type!
Okay. Yeah! What? Oh, boo!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Have you ever thought to yourself, what if Dragon Ball Super decided to bring back Super Saiyan 4, and how would they do it? Would it even be possible? Well, today I'm going to list off 5 of the most logical ways that Super Saiyan 4 could be introduced in the future of Dragon Ball Super, and we're going to talk all about them right now. How's it going, everyone? Innovative J-Dog here, and welcome back to yet another Dragon Ball discussion. Today's topic is going to revolve yet again around the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, but unlike the video I made the other day, where I discussed whether or not Dragon Ball Super needed Super Saiyan 4, today's video is going to be me listing off several ways that Super Saiyan 4 could come back, should it ever be brought into canon material. If you want to check out that other Super Saiyan 4 video I made, link will be down in the description, or you can click the card up in the top right of the screen. Before we dive deep into today's topic, make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you love the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, or if you love Dragon Ball in general, so that way other Dragon Ball fans can also see this video, and also subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date on all of my Dragon Ball content, since I make a ton of it. With that being said, let's get right into it. Number 5. Dragon Ball Super deciding to remake Super Saiyan 4 altogether. It's always possible that Super Saiyan 4 could be brought back, but it wouldn't be the exact same Super Saiyan 4 that we all know and love. In fact, it could be changed altogether, and would just be a loose representation of what Super Saiyan 4 originally was. Maybe it's redesigned to have a slightly different appearance, or maybe it'll have a slightly different color of fur. Maybe the concept on how to achieve it has been entirely changed and updated to match the godlier tone of Dragon Ball Super, or maybe even the name of the form is dropped so it's no longer Super Saiyan 4, but instead called something like Super Saiyan Primal or Primal Super Saiyan. Let me just say, I definitely would not want this scenario to happen. That's why it's at the very bottom of the list. Would it be interesting to see a newly designed Super Saiyan 4 sporting different colors or new designs altogether? Yeah, I would love to see a golden Super Saiyan 4 for it to better match the colors of the mainline Super Saiyan forms, or even have brown fur to closer match the color of the Uzaru. Would it be cool for the form to be nicknamed Super Saiyan Primal or Feral Super Saiyan or something like that? With enough context, that name change could work, and just like what happened with Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan's name changed to Super Saiyan Blue, I'm certain that fans would just call it Super Saiyan 4 regardless. But I really wouldn't want DBS to completely scrap SSJ4, rebuild it from the ground up, and display it as something new, when it's obviously supposed to be the same exact thing as the old Super Saiyan 4. Sure, they did that with Broly's character by giving him a complete makeover, but revamping a character is a lot different than revamping a form. Is it possible to start from the ground up and pull certain aspects from the old form to amalgamate a new one? Certainly. But you and I both know that there would be a lot of people who would not be happy, and at the end of the day, it would just feel like a knockoff version of this fan-favorite form. Number 4, DBS deciding to remake GT altogether. Rather than remaking Super Saiyan 4 as an individual form, what if Dragon Ball Super decided to remake the entire story of Dragon Ball GT? For all we know, DBS could remake it altogether, or heck, there wouldn't even necessarily need to be a full remake of Dragon Ball GT. Many fans around the world would be happy if the story of that series was just sort of ported over and tacked on after the ending of Dragon Ball Z. But I think it would be much more interesting if Super actually tweaked things from GT that worked and modernized its story as a whole. Maybe one day I'll do a video covering what a remake of Dragon Ball GT could potentially look like. Let me know if you're interested in that video. Anyway, Super Saiyan 4 in its full glory could just be ported over and could tag alongside a newly revamped Dragon Ball GT. That way, no changes to the form would be necessary at all. It would literally just be ported over and made canon, since GT takes place after both DBZ and DBS. But there are a few problems that come with this scenario. The biggest issue being, you'd have to remake the entirety of Dragon Ball GT. That would take a lot of time, energy, and work, and I really don't see a full-on remake of GT happening anytime soon. Maybe if they ever wanted to revisit GT and sort of bring it back into canon, maybe they would do sort of a Dragon Ball GT Kai kind of thing. But anyway, is it possible? Sure, but I just don't see this happening. But I will say though, this is perhaps the one scenario where Super Saiyan 4 could be brought back and would remain almost exactly the same as it was originally depicted, because there would be no changes necessary. There would just need to be a lot of extracurricular work to make this possible. Number 3, make Super Saiyan 4 God-related, or it's connected to Beerus's power. I've mentioned this in the past, but if Dragon Ball Super wants to bring Super Saiyan 4 back, and if it wants to make the form be able to contend with godly forms like Super Saiyan Blue, or even Ultra Instinct, SSJ4 is gonna need a bit of a power boost, perhaps inspired by Divine Energy, God Ki. Now, unlike what I said earlier where the form or the concept of Super Saiyan 4 could be recreated, redesigned, and tweaked altogether, essentially making it into an entirely new form, this idea actually ties into a new theory that's popped up in the community in the recent chapters of the DBS manga. It's a loose theory that wouldn't recreate Super Saiyan 4, but would modernize it and would revamp it to fit modern Dragon Ball. With that being said, if you're not caught up in the DBS manga, be warned that there will be slight spoilers throughout the next minute or two. So a lot of people have been throwing around the idea that Vegeta's next form could be a godly rendition of Super Saiyan 4, and to many, it's kind of a ridiculous idea, but it's not impossible. We all know that his training with Beerus is going to lead him into acquiring some sort of new God of Destruction-like power, and based off of Chapter 70, which comes out in a day or two, he's already learning how to perform the Hakai technique. With Beerus being loosely connected to Saiyan history, and after what he said in Chapter 69 about how his destructive nature has a lot in common with the destructive history of the Saiyans, fans have been theorizing that once Vegeta completes his training with Beerus, he'll be able to tap into the godly yet primal form of Saiyan power, a Super Saiyan 4 that's been boosted with Divine Energy. It's kind of an ongoing theory, and it hasn't really been developed beyond that basic line said by Beerus, but I could definitely see Super Saiyan 4 getting a godly revamp sometime in the future. Do I think Vegeta will get it in the Granola arc? Personally, I don't. I've made a few discussion videos theorizing what Vegeta's godly training could lead to, but I'm not going to completely toss the godly SSJ4 theory out of the window. I just don't think this is a likely scenario, but it's not impossible. Number 2, the Universe 6 Saiyans. A lot of people overlook the Universe 6 Saiyans, and it might be because they just don't like their characterizations, or they think they've gotten way too powerful without really earning that power. A lot of people want to see the Universe 6 Saiyans achieve God Ki though, due to their close relationship with Champa and Vados, and while that certainly seems like the next logical step if we get more development for these characters, I actually think it would be a bit more interesting if they were sent down a different route and if they discovered new ways to get stronger, a new line of transformations that would make them stand apart from the Saiyans that we already know. Of course, I'm talking about Super Saiyan 4. For all we know, Saiyans in Universe 6 have a different molecular makeup than the ones that we see in Universe 7. That's most likely not true, but you never know. Maybe they can go down that route that we saw in Dragon Ball GT, where after obtaining forms like Super Saiyan 3, since we know Caulifla in particular wants to achieve that form, maybe they can regrow their tails, obtain the Golden Uzaru, and then transform into Super Saiyan 4. Wouldn't that be interesting? Of course, it's just a theory and is purely hypothetical, but by giving the Universe 6 Saiyans the chance to obtain Super Saiyan 4, they'd be given that opportunity to stand apart from the Universe 7 Saiyans, and wouldn't have to play catch-up by achieving God forms that have already been introduced. Number 1. Broly's Ikari state. Finally, the most likely and potentially the only logical way Super Saiyan 4 could be introduced in Dragon Ball Super is through Broly's Ikari state. I really don't even need to explain this scenario because everybody in the Dragon Ball fandom already knows about the connections between Super Saiyan 4 and the Ikari state. It feels like one of those theories that's becoming more common knowledge as each day passes. I mean, Fighters has already made a reference to just how similar these two forms are, so yeah. But if you need a little refresher on what Broly's Ikari state is, it was introduced in the 2018 movie Dragon Ball Super Broly and was a brand new state that was entirely unique to the character of Broly, at least for right now. The Ikari state allowed Broly to tap into the raw power of the basic Uzaru transformation without actually having his body go through the process of transforming into that Great Ape appearance. However, there were a few slight changes that indicated this state as a separate form from the user's base form, with the most notable traits being increased muscle mass, spikier hair, and piercing yellow eyes that are fairly similar to the eyes of the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. And as we all know, the Super Saiyan 4 form is very closely related to the Uzaru form, since to even achieve this form in the first place, the user had to transform into a Golden Uzaru and gain substantial control of their consciousness within that form. Thus, they'd revert back to a humanoid appearance. These two forms are nearly identical to each other, and it could be argued that Broly's Ikari state is Dragon Ball Super's recreation of the Super Saiyan 4 form. It just doesn't have the same name or appearance, just the same concepts and methods behind it. In my eyes, if Dragon Ball Super ever wanted to expand beyond Broly's Ikari state and develop it into something new, it's no doubt gotta go after that feral nature of the Saiyans, and it needs to be based off of how Super Saiyan 4 is achieved after gaining control of the Golden Uzaru that we saw in Dragon Ball GT. I think it would be cool to see a godly rendition of Super Saiyan 4, but I would much prefer it to be more down-to-earth and feral as opposed to the whole calm tranquility that we see with the God forms. Perhaps by gaining a substantial mastery over his Ikari state and training its power further, Broly could be the one and only Saiyan capable of tapping into a canon Super Saiyan 4, at least until other Saiyans start tapping into their own Ikari states as well, if that ever were to happen. To me, this is the most logical way for Super Saiyan 4 to return. It's just too perfect of a coincidence for this scenario not to lead into anything. And the other theories, while they are pretty cool, they just don't make nearly as much sense as this one does. And there we have it, everyone. Those are just 5 possible ways for Super Saiyan 4 to be brought back and introduced in Dragon Ball Super. Are there any other possible scenarios that I may have missed that you've thought about? Do you even want Super Saiyan 4 to come back at all? Leave your comments down below and let's have a discussion. I would love to hear all your thoughts, and I'm very curious to know all your opinions, so please comment, and while you're at it, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button to help push this video into YouTube's algorithm. The more likes this video has, the more likely it is that other Dragon Ball fans will also see this video. Plus, it gives me an idea of how much you liked this video. While you're at it, click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications by clicking that bell icon. That way, you'll be able to see whenever I upload a new video. If you're a fan of all things Dragon Ball, you'll definitely want to stick around because I make a ton of content ranging from reviews, discussions, speculation videos, and I even do what-if videos from time to time. If all that interests you, you'll definitely want to subscribe. As always though, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until my next video though, I will be seeing all of you Dragon Ball fans later. See ya!
Naruto, look, the longer you fight, the more your friend's gonna die. All I'm saying is just give me your tail beast and we can end this shit. Boy, fuck you and your motherfucking plans, bro. I'm about to end this war, beat y'all ass, and then become the Hokage. And then I'm gonna bring peace to the ninja world. You mean you're planning to basically subjugate the world because you have the 9 tails power along with the 6 paths power? You mean to tell me you have that ability? I mean, I don't like the way you're saying it like that. Exactly. See, on paper, it sounds very fucked up, doesn't it? Man, fuck you. But nah, bro, come on. Come catch this smoke, because your ass ain't taking shit, Obito. All right, come on, bro. What the fuck? The fuck? Obito, Naruto, what's going on, B? Yo, Madara, what's going on, bro? Madara, how did you get here? Oh, I ran and I jumped over to this hole. No, I mean, last time I saw you, the 5 Kage were about to fight you. So how the hell did you get over here so fast? The who? The 5 Kage. You remember the ragtag group of motherfuckers? You was just 5 Kage. Oh, yeah. But yeah, them. The leaders? Yeah, them. Oh, I forgot he was doing that. Damn, they probably dead. Bro, what happened to my friends, bro? Oh, well, long story short. And Tsunade is split in half. Tsunade is split in half? Madara, you, what the fuck? That was your homeboy's granddaughter. Yeah, I really don't know if she gonna make it. She was a trooper. Yeah, she got like high and mighty on me talking about she about to beat my ass. I have to shut that shit down real quick. Now I gotta beat your ass. God damn it. Then I jumped each and every one of them with 5 Susanoo from every wood clone that I manifested. 25 wood clones, just fucking them all up. Oh God, you should have seen it. But nah, I'm gonna need that 9 tails of all of you, bro.
What the hell is going on with Black Frieza? Well, we have right now the full summary for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 87, courtesy to Dragon Ball Super Chronicles on Twitter. Let's go through this. Chapter 87, the greatest warrior is revealed. The chapter begins with Goku and Vegeta promising each other to train even harder to beat each other in the race. They notice Granola fall on the ground due to the after effects from the attack he used against Gas. Granola explains to Goku and Vegeta that he exchanged his lifespan in order to get more power, and he thinks the attack from earlier has shortened it even more. Monaito comes running to heal Granola, and he was about to do that. He realizes that he can now heal someone to their full strength. It is because of the many times he has healed Granola and others that his healing abilities have improved. He then heals everyone back to their full strength. Meanwhile, Alec is frustrated as all his plans have flopped. He says he shouldn't have trusted the Dragon Balls. He then prepares to flee from the planet. Vegeta notices Alec escape alone. Goku asks Alec if he's forgetting about his siblings, to which Alec replies that he's done with them. But suddenly, a beam hits Monaito from behind. Everyone is shocked. They turn around to see that it came from an even older Gas in midair. Gas now looks way older than before. He's so old that his skeleton is visible. Granola runs to Monaito for his aid, while Goku and Vegeta transform into true Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego respectively and go after Gas. Gas smashes their head together using telekinesis as Goku and Vegeta get themselves together and prepare for a Kamehameha and Galagun. Gas hits them with a huge ki blast followed by kicks. Gas's left cheek completely wears off. His left skull becomes more prominent. Goku comments that Gas threw himself into the energy wave he emitted to land kicks on them. That means Gas doesn't care about damaging his own body anymore. Vegeta notes that it's like they're not fighting a living person now. Granola cries after seeing Monaito die. He says he can't let him die on him, but he can't do anything to save him. Monaito says that his life already ended 40 years ago. His only purpose after that was to raise Granola to be a man. He thanks Granola for all the good times he spent with him and closes his eyes. But Goku, in his true Ultra Instinct, breaks Gas's left arm with a kick, but it doesn't bother Gas even a bit. He counters with a punch from his left arm, which sends Goku flying. Gas's left arm bone is now visible. Goku is shocked to see him. him move with that broken arm. Vegeta comments that being the greatest in the universe is nothing but a curse. Alec is surprised to see Gas turn the tables again. He laughs and says, "Until your last breath, you are the greatest warrior in the universe. Now kill them, kill them, kill them. Do it." Maki and Oil stand in the way and suggest Alec to stop Gas and to flee from the planet together and try winning next time. But Alec slaps Maki, which sends her flying, and Oil catches her. Alec says, "I told you there is no next time. Gas will soon run out of life. For him to become the greatest warrior in the universe, his life had to be cut short." Gas is shocked to hear Alec's words. He's surprised to know that he'll run out of life soon. Gas stops hitting Goku and sees his face in a nearby river and can't believe what he looks like. Alec calls Gas incompetent for wasting time looking at the river. He tells him to finish them quick before he appears. Just then, a familiar figure drops on the ground. To everyone's surprise, it's Frieza on planet Cereal. While everyone's shocked, Alec has some different expressions. Frieza penetrates into Gas's stomach and kills him, as we see Gas age older and turn into a skeleton in a second. Frieza smashes Gas's skull with his foot. Everyone is shocked, and Frieza says, "Mr. Alec, I hear you called me. Let me ask this again. What business do you have with me?" Alec is scared and says he's got nothing. Goku and Vegeta wonder how Frieza killed Gas with one shot. Frieza tells Alec that there must be a good reason why Alec called him to a distant planet here. Alec tells him he's sorry that he called him here for business negotiations. It's a misunderstanding. Frieza asks him if his plan was to have him killed by the hands of Gas. Frieza tells him sorry as Gas is all dust now thanks to him. He tells him that he knew about his plans 40 years ago, but kept quiet as Alec's troops were of use to him. He also tells him that nothing that happens in this universe stays hidden from him. He calls Alec the weakest among all Heaters. Alec tries to punch Frieza, but he grabs his hand and kills Alec with a blast. Frieza then notices Goku and Vegeta on the planet too, both in base form now. Goku asks him how he could defeat Gas so easily. Vegeta adds to him by saying that Gas wished to become the greatest warrior in the universe, so he'd naturally be more powerful than Frieza. Frieza says, "The universe? I see. I was in another realm until now, so I may not have existed in this universe in the first place." Goku asks him, "What's this another realm?" To which Frieza replies that he found a room on a planet he conquered where the flow of time was different from the outside world. Goku and Vegeta realize that he's talking about the Room of Spirit and Time, but Frieza tells them that he trained for about 10 years in there. He also says that he's obtained a new power-up from his training to defeat the Saiyans. Frieza transforms into a new state that he calls Black Frieza and rushes towards Goku and Vegeta. Both power up to their new forms and get ready. Frieza, with just a single punch, knocks out both TUI Goku and UE Vegeta. He then reverts back to his final form. Well, his not-so-final form, you know what I mean. "I wasn't here for you two this time, so I leave you two today," says Frieza, and calls his ship to leave the planet. Frieza informs about vacancies in jobs of a kitchen staff and waiter to Oil and Maki, and they decide to go with Frieza. Frieza leaves. Goku and Vegeta somehow get up and go near Granola and Minato. Suddenly, Minato opens his eyes. It is Whis who restored his life. Whis! Whis tells them that he's there to get Goku and Vegeta, as Beerus doesn't know how to make a cup of yakisoba. Goku invites Granola to come to Beerus' planet for training, but Granola refuses, as he has to collect the Dragon Balls to restore the planet to its former state. Minato says that he'll seal the balls after using them this time. Vegeta gives Granola the Dragon Radar so he could find the balls easy. As Goku and Vegeta were about to leave, Minato stops Goku and gives him Bardock Scouter. Granola thanks Goku and Vegeta for all what they've done. Vegeta tells him to come fight any day on Earth, to which Granola replies that he'll visit for sure and would win against Vegeta. Vegeta looks forward to it. "Not if you're dead in 3 years." Anyway, Whis takes off from the planet. Goku asks him if Frieza is the greatest warrior that Oracle Fish had talked about earlier. Whis says he doesn't think so, but maybe somewhere in the universe a stronger warrior has been born. Broly! The chapter ends with the trio flying off in space as Goku is all set to start his intense training once again. They're all done with the cup of yakisoba, so he can obtain true mastered ultra true ultra perfected UI Omen true final form Goku Ultra Instinct. End note, to become the best warriors in the universe, Goku and Vegeta's training never ends. The end.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
It's this. Okay, calm down. Bruh. Black sign, yeah. We pop bands, yeah. G blast your whole squad, goddamn. Froke with that guy, Nap, wish me back when I die. Ay. Froke with that guy, tell that little big, get me top in the sky.
Top in the sky.
Hey.
Hop in the ride.
Hey.
Hit a ratchet hoe with the ratchet gun and she died.
Damn.
Found a swag in it hoe, picking my head, picking my fro. Now G to my kick in your dough. Your girl with the pose, she touching her toes.
Damn. Huh? Who's that?
I don't know, but he wearing that turtleneck.
Hell nah. Hey, you Steve Jobs or something, my nigga? You can call me Goku Black. But you're not black, though.
Maybe he just light-skinned.
Maybe I'll just kill you.
Oh, he albino.
What?
My cousin was albino, had an attitude just like that. Bruh, he tried to G-blast my grandma over some goddamn chicken nuggets.
Bro, what is you talking about, man?
Look, all I'm saying is if he is albino, we better get the fuck out of here.
Bro, he not black.
I identify as black.
What?
Oh, hell no! I'm finna rip his turtleneck off, bruh! I'm finna take his turtleneck!
No, wait, bruh. We gotta give him the test.
Okay, Goku Black. Since you claim to be a Saiyan brother, we got a little test for you.
A little testy test, you know what I'm saying?
Stop.
My bad.
Sock it to me. All right. What video games do you play? Smash Bros. 2K. Call of Duty. Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
Finish this line. I love it when you call me
Big Papa. After you back it up, then stop. Wop, wop, wop. Drop it like it's hot.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Well, I guess he passed the test, bro.
He may have.
Did he pass the test?
Did he pass?
Could the test really be over?
I don't know, bruh. Sneak attack. Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there. Yeah.
Hey, big girl, make him back it up. Make him back it up.
Well, congratulations, bruh. You have passed the test.
And in celebration of becoming a Black Saiyan,
hit a dance move right quick. No!
It's tripping!
Oh, hell no! No, bro!
That is a no-no!
I can't believe my eyes!
No!
My eyes! Black card revoked!
Thanks for watching, hit the like, Thanks for watching, hit the like, Like, Stop playing, hit the like, Look at the merch. Oh my God. Look at the merch. Ooh-wee.
Alright, y'all know we on our way up out of here. Thanks for tuning in to Team DWC presents Spider Pig. Y'all make sure y'all check out the links in the description. And always hit the buy me a coffee so y'all can help support the channel. Sign up or donate, whichever one y'all want to do. That's on y'all.